Hey, Shalom Akim Shalom. Hey, Yabashim Shai Barakathum. All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, and double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone. All right, real quick, I've been following a little bit about what's going over there in Cuba, which the Cubans are of the 12 tribes of Israel. They are the tribe of Manasseh. Okay. And they're dealing with a blackout, the whole little island. And basically, come to find out that Esau is the one that did that to them. They're trying to blame it on old infrastructure and all of that, that crap that Esau pulled, which is Esau's a self-proclaimed white man. But nah, man, these couple of videos that I've been following, come to find out that they basically is in support of the Palestinians and what the people over there have been suffering. Those Palestinians, and how them 1948ers is basically just having a way with them. I'm talking about they blowing up children, all type of shit, buildings, people in their hospital, schools. They just going hard over there. And they even them 1948ers is saying they're justified in deleting children because those children will grow up and harm them. That's out of the words of those 1948ers. But check this video out right here that I'm going to play.
More than 10 million people in Cuba have spent days without power. So why is it so difficult to get the lights back on here? Well, it goes to the fact that the Cuban government's power plants are ancient. They're like the old cars here. They have been jerry-rigged over the years. The Cuban government blames that on U.S. economic sanctions, but admits they haven't invested much in them over the years. So when the power went out here last week, it has been all but impossible for the Cuban government to get it back on. And that means their food is beginning to spoil. They are having to sleep outside in the sweltering heat. You don't get water in Cuba when the power is out, and that makes life very uncomfortable here. People are getting angrier and angrier. They're taking the streets with pots and pans, beating them to call for the government to get the power back on as soon as possible. Cuban officials like Cuba's President Miguel Diaz-Canel says they're doing everything they can, but they're warning protesters not to protest, that they could face lengthy prison sentences.
So as you can see here, they're blaming it on an old power infrastructure. No. If you heard what they said, the Cubans or the Manassites, they out there saying that it's due to U.S. sanctions. So the Cuban citizen, they know that the government of the United States is doing that to them, but the government of the United States is blaming it on the old infrastructure. You see this? So then this is just nothing but a prelude to what the Heavenly Father is finna bring to America, just to the world in its entirety. It's finna be lights off. It's finna be judgment. Matter of fact, it's Jeremiah 30:7, because things are piling up back to back on each other. Jeremiah 30:7 says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it." Jacob's trouble is you Negro, Latino, Native Americans getting ready to be judged. And all the heathen start leading or led by the self-proclaimed white man coming after you. All right, to subject you, to try to micro C-hip you, to try to make you submit to the newer order. All right, and those Manassites over there, they're part of Jacob, so they catching hell too. Esau's over there oppressing them too. Cut their lights off, and it's been off for weeks. Millions are without lights. While we over here in America, you flip the light switch and come on. It's just like, man, judgment is here, and the world is just like on some other shit, So come to find out, let me play this next clip. Check out Manasseh supporting what's going on to the Palestinians, and them 1948ers and Esau don't like this.
¿Cuántas vidas estamos no dejando en el olvido el conflicto y la causa palestina que es tan cercana al pueblo cubano.
I don't speak Spanish, but I'm a translator. Thousands of Cubans are here today. Young people, women, children, and elderly. We all rise our voices for Palestine, sovereign Palestine. We have lived through many wars in Gaza, but this time it isn't a war, it's a genocide that televises the world to see. Thousands of Palestinians have studied medicine in Cuba. This is how we support them, and Palestinian students are our brothers. They are our friends and whom we study every day. Yep. You get the gist. You know? Let me lift it up.
La cosa con Palestina no es solamente de Palestina, no es del Medio Oriente, no es un conflicto local, es una cuestión de todo el mundo, es una cuestión de poderosos contra desprotegidos.
La verdad ha sido difícil, mucha preocupación por la familia, por otras familias, por todo el pueblo, pero permanecemos.
So, you know, it just shows you this is a part. I know it's more deeper than to why Esau cut them lights off over there or whatever it is he's doing. But this definitely is a part of it. This definitely is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So Manasseh over there catching hell right now, man. It says Cubans march in support of Palestinian people, reject Israel's genocide in Gaza. And them 1948ers, everybody, all the nations, especially the United Emirates, they not messing with them, man. Everybody basically is shunning what the 1948ers is doing, and that's why they walked out of the meeting with Netanyahu. Said he went to the podium. They walked all out. All the nations that was in there, a lot of them walked out. You know, so you know this is Esau's tactic, though. He oppressed a man in his heritage. He practiced iniquity in the earth. Micah 2:1 says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hands." These Edomites, they don't like something, they want something that you have, they're going to use wickedness to get it. They're going to blame it on old infrastructure. They're going to blame it on everything to make it seem like they're not doing it. But nonetheless, man, it's all the will of the Lord because it's just judgment time. It's Jacob's trouble time. You know what I mean? And they've been weeks without those lights. And that definitely is coming over here. It says they cover fields and take them by violence, in houses and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Esau Edom don't fuck around, man. When he wants something, the evil spirit that's on that dude, he go get it. And if it mean that you got to die, your family got to die, or they got to go without food, water, lights, he don't give a damn. You know, just to make his pockets more fat. You know, but this just that time. Judgment is fucking here, man. You know, and then I uploaded another video on my actual channel. This one.
When the sun set on Cuba. Last night when the sun set on Cuba, a blanket of darkness was only punctured by flickers of flames and car lights. Cubans are used to the power going down, but this nationwide blackout falls a step further into an abyss. The Caribbean's biggest island is in the grip of a perfect storm. The grid here is reliant on oil that is in short supply as demand for power grew. This crisis is worst for the country's poorest residents. In contrast, even in daytime, the lights are on at the Floridita, which has the money for a generator. The bar counts Ernest Hemingway as its most famous patron. Tourism helps power Cuba. But this sector has seen a fall in income and contributed to the country's inability to keep the lights on. Cuba's communist government say their energy crisis is a product of the US trade embargo that has left Cuba cut off from the West.
You hear that? A trade embargo that left Cuba cut off from the West. This is some on some Esau having uh temper tantrums on whatever global trade or, you know, whatever they have going. So this is an embargo or a cut off. And you know that the 1948ers, they have a say-so in what it is that's happening. And then they see our people supporting the Palestinians, the Manasseh supporting the Palestinians. Yeah, man, they gonna cut Manasseh off from having power. They're gonna do, Esau's the devil. He gonna send a hurricane. He gonna use his goddamn heart machine. He gonna send somebody in and kill off your government. This goddamn devil is no fucking joke, man. But hey, man, the Lord just revealing this guy for who he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting ready to get just took down. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He getting ready to go fucking down. All right. Let me see what I was thinking about Isaiah 14. This is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 4. It says that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how was the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. For the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So it's going to come to a point where, Esau with his oppression is going to be stopped. But right about now, the Heavenly Father is allowing this dude to just do whatever the fuck he want. And you see what he doing. He cutting off power to people. He fucking just throwing tantrum. He can't get something his way. He cut off you from having resources. He oppresses you. But see, the Lord, like I said, the Lord going to break the staff of the wicked. The Lord going to break his power. And we're going to see him as he pull out his horns more and more. But Yahweh Shai going to come and break his horns. But, hey, I just want to report on that real quick. Hey, Yahweh Shai Brakatah Makif Step. Shalom.